One of my recent dilemmas was I had the choice, I thought, of either watching the New Zealand Breakers, which is our professional New Zealand basketball team, which is timely, by the way, because I have a basketballer here filming me, well-known basketball player Ben. Either watch the Breakers in their final, which is a historic event, or watching the Royal Wedding. Truth be known, I was going to choose the Breakers, but I was somewhere where I couldn't get the game on the telly, so I ended up watching at least portions of the Royal Wedding. So I'll say something about the Royal Wedding. I thought it was a grand affair, and I probably watched most of it, as I suspect, well, I think there was reported that maybe 2 billion people watched that particular wedding. And I thought it was colorful, and I thought there was pageantry, and I thought the liturgy, the language was interesting. Perhaps I'll say something about that a bit later. And I certainly thought that Will and Kate and that great royal cast of characters were quite beautiful on the day, as we would expect. However, I do think that in terms of the church, that place I know best, it was possibly a bit of a lost opportunity. I mean, it was very what I would consider Church of England yesteryear, some might call the halcyon days of C of E. But I'm not sure what it did for the Anglican Church in the 21st century. I was impressed with the Bishop of London. I liked the way he directed his words to both Kate and Will, and I liked what he said. And I thought that certainly Rowan, the Archbishop of Canterbury, led Kate and Will through their vows proficiently, as we would expect of our Archbishop. But I thought the language of the service was antiquated. I thought it was, not that everything needs to be full of hurrah, but other than the brief moment where Harry looked back and caught a glimpse of Kate and the wedding party come forward, it was very much between, I would say, coloring between the lines. And that's important. We have our rites and our rituals and our liturgies built on that. That's very important. But again, everyone, with all sincerity, I do think it was a bit of a lost opportunity for the Anglican Church, and I'm not sure for Anglicanism worldwide in the 21st century, it did a lot to promote who we are as a church. A church growing into a new century with different language, perhaps different ways of doing things, with a language for generations X to Z. Anyway, my observation of the evening, you might take issue with that. You perhaps thought it was the best thing since sliced bread, but that was something of my experience. Take care, everyone. Cheers.